Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video I'll be going over 4 reasons why your fitness goals and your body mission and your body progression is not going the way you want it to. So after a little bit of research on this topic, I've discovered 4 of the main reasons and the most effectful reasons why you're not getting anywhere with your body progression, or you're not getting to the stage of your body progression that you want to get to. So I need to be starting off with the most common one, and that is hydration. Um, so I know a lot of people think that 1, 2, 3 water bottles a day, that's good, and that'll let you off the hook. But in order for your body to get its blood flow going at the normal rate, for it to register your exercising and your working out, you need to drink at least 1 gallon of water a day. Without a gallon of water flowing through your body, your blood rate isn't going to be flowing at its normal pace. It's not going to be getting to all the muscles of your body. It's not going to be building anything up. No, it's not going to be building anything, because you need your blood flow to work at its normal rate, or even better than its normal rate, for muscle to build. And without hydration, without 1 gallon of water or more a day, you are not going to be able to do that. So make sure you are drinking 1 gallon of water a day. More than a gallon of water is even better. Keep yourself hydrated, more than hydrated. Make sure you get the water, because water is not only important for fitness, but it is very important for life. It's what keeps you going. It's what gives you energy. It's what keeps your brain going, your body going, your blood flow going. Water is the key to almost everything to do with your body. And this brings me to number 2, which is calories. So calories is actually a big thing. You may think that, let's say you set 2,000 calories as your daily limit of calories. Going below it is fine, but going above it, that's where interference comes in. You have to make sure you're watching your calories, because let's say you go eat 50 to 100 calories above your limit, that could change everything. That could make you go down. Even 100 calorie difference, that could cause a big impact. It's crazy how just 100 calories can cause such a big impact. You could be in the gym. You could have lost 2.5 pounds. You go home, you eat your dinner, you get your calories for the day. Those extra calories will add that weight right back. Of course, your meal is going to add a little bit of the weight back, but the extra calories will always do a huge deal. So you want to make sure you're staying at your limit. If your limit is 2,000, stay exactly on 2,000 or below it. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 above 2,000. Yeah, of course, that's fine. But 100 or 50 or 200, 300, no, you cannot do that. That will cause extreme interference. Now, maybe one day a week or once a month you're going to party with your family or your friends, you could go a little above 400, 500, 600. But I'm telling you, the calories will add up and it will cause a big interference. So if you're going to go out and party and eat a little over your limit, you got to be working hard when you come back, because those extra calories are seriously going to impact your body transformation and your body progression. And this leads me to number 3, which is pushing yourself past your limits. A big thing about working out is it's not just to do 10 push-ups, 10 pull-ups, 25 dumbbells. You have to push yourself. It's not about being comfortable. It's about having discomfort. You need to have discomfort in order for your muscles to actually start building. I mean, I'm not saying go 100, start off with 100 right away. I'm saying push yourself with whatever weight it is. Whether, let's say you're doing 25 pound dumbbells, don't just do 10 reps. Push yourself. Go past what you think you can do. Go beyond what you think you can do. Push yourself, because without pushing yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. It's about pushing yourself past your comfort zone. That is the whole point of having a mission for your body. You can't just expect a big change from doing 10 push-ups a day. Now, of course, that's a start, but we're talking about building. We're talking about getting to that mission. You have to push yourself. Whether it's painful, whether it's stressful, you have to push through the pain. You have to build up that muscle. You need to push yourself past your comfort zone, because if you're not pushing yourself, you're not getting anywhere. You're staying on A, You need to go to B, to C, to D. You don't want to stay on A because A is where you started. You want to progress. Staying on A, that's no good. You have a fitness goal to complete. So you want to go to B, to C. So make sure you are pushing yourself. That is extremely important. And this leads me to number 4, which is endurance. Now, pushing yourself, of course, always push yourself. But endurance is another key factor. Like I said earlier, 25-pound dumbbells, you need to start off on a weight. Don't go too high, don't go too low. Go right in the middle. Let's say you could easily do 30 and it's a little rough for you to do 50. Do 40 pounds and do 40 pounds for a week. Then after 40 pounds for a week, do 50 for a week. Then do 60 for a week. You need to build up an endurance. Now, while doing this endurance, of course, you need to push yourself, like I said earlier. Add to your reps every day. Push yourself past your comfort zone. But you also want to have an endurance. You don't want to go too much on weight, because going too much on weight, that'll build muscles, but you're going to be straining your muscles out too. You're going to have muscles that are hurting constantly, muscles that won't last long. You could be strong and big, but your muscles are going to be worn and torn. You don't want that. You want muscles that are going to last. You want muscles that you could use in your daily life for hours straight. You don't want muscles that are going to last for an hour. So make sure you are building an endurance. Don't start too high and do not start too low. Too low will get you nowhere. Too high will cause worn and torn, and your muscles will not be normal and they will be torn, and you don't want that. You want good healthy muscles. You want strong muscles. You want to be able to go for hours of activity. You don't want 20 minutes of activity and then to be worn out. You want to be able to go hours, and to do that you need endurance is key. Endurance is so important for a body mission, for body goals. Endurance, you have to have it. Whether you've been in the gym for 3 years, you always want to have an endurance. Even if you're at 300, let's say you're at 200 pounds dumbbells, and it's easy for you to lift, you still want to build an endurance. You don't want to do 200, you want to do 180. Do 180 for a couple weeks, then go to 200. Do 200 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You want to build, and then after 200 for 2 to 3 weeks, go to 210, 220. Depends upon your muscle, your strength, and what you can do. You don't want to do exactly what you can do. Like I said earlier, you want to push yourself past your comfort zone. It's all about pushing yourself. That is one of the number one keys to completing a fitness mission or a body goal or fitness plan. You have to push yourself. Like I said, that is the key. So make sure you have an endurance, a good endurance. Let's say, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say 40 is a little too light, 60 is a little too high. Go right in the middle. Do 50. Build an endurance for a week. After a week, go to 60. Build that endurance. Once you start getting to the higher weights, like 100, do 2 weeks of 100. And in 3 weeks of 150, make sure you are building that endurance, because endurance is important. Make sure while you're building that endurance, you are pushing yourself with your reps. Instead of doing 10, do 12, 15, 20. Push yourself. Really push yourself, because pushing yourself is what's going to build the muscles. And like I said, make sure you're drinking at least 1 gallon of water a day. You need to stay hydrated, because if that water's not flowing through your body, if that blood's not flowing at its normal rate, then your muscles are not going to build. They will build, but they will build very slowly. And I assure you that you do not want your muscles to build that slow at that rate. You want them to build fast. You have a goal to complete. Now, of course, goals can take up to years, but what's the point of waiting years when you could simply complete a goal at a normal rate instead of waiting years with a simple solution? So make sure you're getting that 1 gallon of water in every day. It is extremely important. Make sure you're not going over your calorie limit. Set your limit. I'd say for most people, 2,500. For people above the age of 15 or 16. For people below the age of 15, keep your limit at 2,000. Make sure you're not going above that limit ever. Below, good. Don't go too below though, because you need your calories and protein to get throughout your day and your energy. And yeah, that's another tip I forgot to mention in the calories talk. You make sure you're getting your protein in. Protein is extremely important. Um, it gives you energy. It gives you what you need to get throughout your workouts. It's extremely important for building your body. So make sure you're getting in your protein. Maybe 2 grams in the 5 grams in the morning, 5 grams in the afternoon. Make sure you're getting your protein in all times of the day is extremely important. Make sure you're getting that protein in. Again, you don't have to do too much, but again, too much will never hurt. Maybe 10 grams, 15 grams of protein. Just make sure you're not doing too much. Make sure you're not doing too less. You want to make sure you're like right in the middle and getting that protein in, because protein is extremely important. Uh, Make sure you're staying below or exactly on your calorie limit, because that is important too. Make sure you're getting out 1 gallon of water. Make sure you're building an endurance, setting an endurance, and make sure you are pushing yourself. Um, those are my 4 helpful hints and 4 helpful tips for building your fitness and why your fitness might not be getting to where it needs to get. So make sure you are taking these tips into consideration for future reference, because like I said, if you're not following these tips, you're not going to get nowhere, or you'll get somewhere, but with strains in your muscles, you want to make sure you're listening to these tips. They're extremely important. Anyways, guys, have a great day. Please hit that like button for me. I would really appreciate it. Hit that sub button too, and I'll catch you in the next video.